Good morning. It's February 14th, and this is your daily brief in science. Here's everything you need to know. A groundbreaking study has brought to light an intriguing aspect of ancient Egyptian mummies, their scents. This research marks the first scientific investigation into the odors emitted by embalmed bodies, revealing aromas described as woody, spicy, or sweet. The study, led by Emma Powlin from University College London and the University of Ljubljana, was published in the Journal of the American Chemical Society. According to lead author Professor Matthias Sterlich, this research enhances our understanding of the mummification process and informs conservation strategies. Dr. Cecilia Bembibre emphasized the importance of sensory analysis in historical research, advocating for the engagement of multiple senses to deepen historical context. The collaborative effort included conservators and curators from the Egyptian Museum, ensuring a respectful and ethical approach to the study of these mummies. The researchers reported no signs of decay or microbial degradation in the mummies, suggesting effective preservation conditions at the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. Ali Lukes highlighted the project's innovative nature, noting how it connects people with history through the role of smell in ancient Egyptian social and religious practices. Dr. Bembibre expressed excitement about the opportunity to experience scents from mummified bodies that are thousands of years old, with familiar notes like tea being detected. The study found that exhibited mummies emitted a greater range and concentration of substances compared to those stored away, although no consistent differences were observed based on age or preservation quality. Matthias Sterlich pointed out that the smell of mummified bodies has fascinated both professionals and the public for years, yet this is the first scientific study to combine chemistry and perception in this manner. However, Barbara Huber cautioned that the scents detected today may not accurately reflect those present during the time of mummification due to changes over millennia. Notably, recent conservation practices in Cairo have shifted towards using plant oils instead of chemical agents, which did not significantly alter the mummy scents. The University of North Carolina at Charlotte has officially achieved Research 1 status from the Carnegie Classification of Institutions of Higher Education. This transition from its previous Research 2 classification marks a significant milestone for the university, as announced on February 13, 2025. This change highlights UNC Charlotte's commitment to enhancing its research capabilities and making a greater impact on the community. Before this week, UNC Charlotte was one of only 2 of the largest 25 U.S. metropolitan areas without an R1 institution, the other being Portland, Oregon. The recent update in the classification criteria allowed for more institutions to qualify, resulting in an increase in the number of R1 institutions across the nation from 146 to 187. Chancellor Gaber emphasized that this R1 designation will create more opportunities for larger research grants, stronger industry partnerships, and the capacity to address critical challenges. Research investments at UNC Charlotte are projected to drive a 5-fold economic return, significantly benefiting the regional economy and workforce. The university is leading initiatives like the CoLab, which focuses on artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and energy solutions in collaboration with Charlotte's North Tryon Tech Hub. Additionally, in support of its research mission, UNC Charlotte is providing $8.9 million in funding for graduate student research in 2024, while also offering programs like MARC and CURES for undergraduates. Between 2020 and 2024, UNC Charlotte has produced 146 new inventions and filed 239 patents, ranking in the top 5 nationally for research dollar efficiency in patents and startups. Sharon Painter, ECU's interim chief research officer, noted that the R1 status will bring new resources and opportunities for tackling global challenges and strengthening the local economy. This designation enhances UNC Charlotte's ability to collaborate with local and global partners in addressing critical issues in healthcare, technology, and education. The Carnegie classification system, established in 1970, is updated every 3 years to evaluate the educational and research performance of higher education institutions. The H5N1 bird flu outbreak is raising alarms, especially with a recent study from the CDC revealing potential undetected infections among U.S. veterinarians. Published on February 8, 2025, This study marks the first significant publication from the CDC under the Trump administration, a period during which many health officials expressed concerns about delays in communication regarding public health threats. This latest research follows earlier findings that identified H5N1 infections in farm workers, many of whom exhibited symptoms. In contrast, the new study focused on 150 bovine veterinarians from 46 states and Canada, revealing that 3 of them tested positive for H5N1 antibodies despite showing no symptoms. This indicates the possibility of undetected infections circulating among those who work closely with livestock. The veterinarians primarily engaged with dairy cattle and other animals, with one having contact with infected poultry. Experts, including Dr. Gregory Gray, suggest that the official U.S. count of 68 confirmed human bird flu infections over the past year may be an undercount, likely missing asymptomatic cases. While the CDC assesses the risk to the general public as low, they do recommend precautions for individuals in contact with sick or dead birds, including the use of protective gear. As of September 2024, only 4 human cases of H5N1 were reported, but this number has escalated, highlighting the evolving nature of the outbreak. The first human death from bird flu in the U.S. was reported in January 2025, when a Louisiana man succumbed to the virus. John Korsland, a retired USDA scientist, emphasized that the presence of antibodies in veterinarians points to the risk of subclinical infections and the potential for virus reassortment. Experts describe the findings as mixed news, suggesting that while there may be more H5N1 outbreaks occurring than reported, the current infections among veterinarians do not appear to be widespread. NASA is preparing for its upcoming SPHERE-X mission, which is scheduled to launch on February 27, 2025. This mission aims to map ice and search for essential life compounds across the galaxy, a significant endeavor in understanding the building blocks of life. SPHERE-X will be launched aboard a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. The mission's primary focus will be on molecular clouds, which are believed to be the sites where water ice and frozen compounds form and reside on interstellar dust grains. What sets SPHERE-X apart from previous missions is its capability to gather 3-dimensional data, enhancing our understanding of the composition of ice within these clouds. This mission could provide crucial insights into how common the ingredients for life are throughout the universe. In addition to water, SPHERE-X is designed to detect other important life compounds like carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide in their frozen states. The mission will utilize absorption spectroscopy to identify distinct molecular signatures as starlight passes through these clouds. Managed by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, the SPHERE-X mission involves collaboration among scientists from 10 U.S. institutions and several international partners. The data collected will be made publicly available through NASA's Infrared Science Archive, promoting further research. SPHERE-X will also work in conjunction with the James Webb Space Telescope, which will provide detailed follow-up observations of interesting findings. The mission aims to explore how the abundance of water ice changes with cloud density and how it evolves during star formation, conducting a large-scale survey of the galaxy with over 9 million observations to create the largest survey of frozen compounds to date. A significant measles outbreak is unfolding in Gaines County, Texas, with at least 24 confirmed cases reported this week. Health authorities anticipate more cases due to the highly infectious nature of the disease. Symptoms for these cases began to emerge in the last 2 weeks, indicating a rapid spread of the virus. Overall, Texas is facing an ongoing measles epidemic in the Southern Plains region, with 48 cases showing symptoms in the past 3 weeks. All individuals affected in this outbreak are either unvaccinated or have an unknown vaccination status, with 13 patients hospitalized due to complications. Initial symptoms of measles include fever, cough, runny nose, and red eyes, followed by a distinctive rash, which can lead to serious health risks, particularly in unvaccinated individuals. The decline in vaccination rates across the U.S. has played a role in this outbreak, with coverage among kindergartners dropping from 95% in 2019 to below 93% in 2023. Gaines County is particularly impacted, with nearly 20% of incoming kindergartners unvaccinated, contributing to one of the highest vaccine exemption rates in Texas. Dr. Amesh Adalja from Johns Hopkins has noted that this outbreak is entirely preventable, emphasizing the critical importance of vaccination. In response, local health officials have set up drive-through vaccination clinics and are actively promoting vaccination efforts to control the spread of the disease. Public health experts are warning that measles is highly contagious and preventable, with outbreaks more likely in areas with high vaccination exemption rates. Despite being declared eliminated in the U.S. in 2000, the resurgence of measles cases is raising alarms among health advocates about the potential for further outbreaks. As of 2024, the U.S. has reported 285 measles cases, the highest number since 2019, with ongoing cases detected in multiple states. This has been your daily brief in science. To read more about these stories, follow the links in the episode bio. You can also subscribe to these updates via email at www.brief.news. For more daily podcasts about the topics you love, visit brief.news/podcasts. We'll be back Monday with everything you need to know.